All right, everyone. Some more truthing. And today's question from my new box of truthing cards
All right.
is the light one. You know, usually I make us go deep and heavy. But what black TV show would you love to have come back?
Don't start with me. Start with the
What
lady.
black TV show would you love to have come back?
A different world.
A Different World. What? That was your show?
First of all, it came out before I was growing up. I wasn't really, into it until I got older. And I felt like it made me want to go to college. I feel
Yes.
like it made a lot of people want to go to college.
For sure.
Just the experience and how fun they made it seem.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it didn't go too deep into the academic part, but it just seemed like a good time.
Because they said the HBCU enrollment was crazy when A Different World was out.
I bet.
Yeah, and that was, just we're very different in age. Yeah, it was the
It was
ish.
a time.
Yeah.
It was a time. It seemed like a time. I wanted to be there.
And it definitely did get a good representation
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
HBCU life. Yeah.
I would definitely say different world. What about you?
I think for a while I've been feeling like Girlfriends because
Yes. Oh my
they
God, I love that show.
Yeah, they ended on a cliffhanger, and I think it also has a lot of space to evolve.
Yes.
And it would look very interesting, like, in today's time. A lot of topics be a little different. Their conversations would be like more like better than what it was in early 2000s. But the premise of it, like, girlfriends really sticking together,
Yes.
supporting one another, always there. I don't know, it kind of reminds me of my girlfriends, but
Same here.
But yeah, it made me, I don't know, it just gave me like a lot of positive representation, and I didn't like that they just ended on a cliffhanger like how they did. They really did them dirty. They didn't
I don't
get
remember how it
a
ended.
good conclusion.
I don't remember either.
It wasn't finished
Oh, it
because
wasn't
of the writer's
finished.
strike.
The right. Oh, okay.
So-
Well, you know what? When you say Girlfriends, I gotta throw in there Living Single.
Mhm.
That was my show. I actually still watch that one. The
Me
rerun
too.
of that. I love
I've
me some
binged it
Living
recently.
Single. That was the show. You never watched Living
Wow.
I watched it, but I just never got really into it. Like I can tell you maybe like 2 episodes I've seen, but I never really.
No,
You
that's
gotta
my
check it out.
show. Yeah.
That's my show. That's a good show. Yes. What about from my brother's viewpoint?
I don't know if it's produced by a black, but the
Well, nothing.
headliners were black.
Mhm.
It was a show called Shots Fired. It was Sanaa Lathan and
Seen it.
Mac Wilds.
Uh-huh.
It was
Really?
It was kind of a drama.
heard of
It was a drama where Mac Wilds was a cop and Sanaa Lathan was a cop, and they were investigating the killing of a black boy in like Louisiana or Atlanta. It lasted one season,
Wow.
but it was a very
I
good
can't
show.
believe I was a big Trisha Wilds fan. So I'm really surprised I ain't never heard of this.
Oh, you gotta check it out. Is it? Can you? I'm sure you can get it somewhere.
I'll look it up.
This was 2000.
It had,
Oh, this might have been 2017.
Oh, okay.
wow.
I just asked a question the other day on TikTok if people thought that Martin could survive today.
No,
No.
no.
Why?
One, too much sexual innuendo.
That's what I was saying. They would cut it out.
Yeah.
It was too funny, but it was just openly. Like I think there was a lot of shows that the jokes people would be, marching and saying it was inappropriate and being mad.
But the Drew Carey's show wouldn't survive now.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's not just black. It's
Yeah.
not just black shows.
Like back then, I think it was. I don't want to use the word tolerated, but I think people were.
We weren't as woke.
I think
Or
people were
we would
let.
say politically correct.
Yeah, politically
And see,
correct.
I think Living Single was ahead of its time in that way. Like, if you watch it now, especially Maxine's character,
Oh yes.
she
She was
stuff
woke.
she
Maxine
said-
was woke.
Yeah, the stuff she
Yeah.
says back then in the 90s would hold up today.
Yes.
And it was like that across the show. Like
Yeah.
the writing, they did a phenomenal job, and they were just so aware, right?
right.
They were it wasn't like other 90s shows. I mean, they
That's
talk
very
about it
true.
all the time. Like even the appearance of the ladies, right? They weren't these skinny, following beauty norms of the 90s
They
and
didn't
stuff
follow
like
beauty
that. Like
norms.
it was
They-
very ahead of its time.
And Sinclair not Sinclair, but Sinclair and what was his girlfriend later on had natural hair. And that was before people like how today we wear
And even
natural hair.
Regina, like with all the wigs and stuff.
Oh, Regina had her
like,
different
like
wigs.
it was
She
a
did.
it was a running joke
It
back then.
was
But like
a running
everybody's
joke.
in wigs now. You know, like so.
Sure was.
It was really ahead of its time.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. What do you think about, is there any show that's out now that's considered a black show that you would like to get rid of?
Get rid of?
Yeah.
That's out right now?
The opposite.
I'm not a fan of that new Good Times cartoon.
Ooh, child. No, let me say this. It is some buffoonery. There's some funny parts, but we should be mad. Like, it shouldn't be out there for everyone. It's offensive.
It just came out? It's been out for a while?
It's a cartoon
Yeah.
on,
New release.
I don't know, one of those things. And it's a cartoon, but it's supposed to be based on good times. I mean, put it this way. The baby is a drug dealer.
Oh.
Like,
But if that can survive now, then why can't Martin or these other shows that we can?
Well, this show isn't funny to me.
good point. Good point. No, there's a couple of things in there that are funny if you're, but it's offensive, quite offensive. Put it this way: if it were safe and you're just with all black people and you're watching it, I mean, it still would be offensive, but I can see the laughter. But the fact that Seth Rogen, a white man, is the producer of it, it's just like, you can't say those things. That's just wrong, you know. But I don't know. They should have left it alone. They should have left it alone.
They should have definitely.
I mean, but
left it alone.
it's yeah. I mean, put it this way: like, roaches are character. Roaches are a character. Like, and they have roles, and so it's, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's very much stereotypes black people in the way that I feel that a lot of people want to see black people and think about black people. But I would be interested. I would do a whole show on just what people think about that show. I would love to see people's feedback. I haven't seen a lot of it, but what I've seen, I mean, you're almost laughing about how offensive it is. It's like that uncomfortable laugh. It's like some of the comedians couldn't get away with stuff that they used to say back in the day that they say now. I don't know. Oh, the house has. I mean, it's yeah, and it's like the kid. You know, of course, the lips are accentuated. I mean, it's insulting. It really is absolutely insulting. I would love to see what other people think about it, though.
I think one of the shows. I think the whole network needs to go. Zeus.
Yes.
Zeus, I've never seen it.
It's a network that has like baddies and all.
It has what?
It's basically so it's a, I don't.
Oh, it's where the girls are fighting, the baddies or whatever.
Baddies and all.
Yeah, I've never seen anything on that.
Me neither. But
I don't watch it, but
yeah. That whole network could go.
Because I don't even like the Real Housewives show, so
Yeah, I'm not.
so I know I wouldn't like that mess.
I like it because I film. And
You like what, Zeus?
No.
Oh,
The Housewives show.
okay.
Like, what's that? Love in DC, with Marriage and Love in DC, Love and Marriage in DC. I like that show.
Okay, well, that's the only thing I don't like about the shows. I was cool with them. I used to watch them. I don't like seeing black people physically fight one another.
Right.
So that's why I turned it off. And so there was a period where I used to like Housewives of Atlanta when it first came out, and that was the first one. But then it turned to this thing where I felt like every single episode was black women fighting amongst each other, and I was like, I couldn't take that.
Like successful black women.
Successful black women, and it made, to me, I was like, I don't like this.
Even like the medical show with the women who are all doctors.
Oh yeah,
they're
they're
fighting.
doctors. Like, how often does that happen?
Drama sells, but it has to be some type of that.
Well, and I feel like ours always has to be more ratchet.
It's by design.
It is totally by
Because
design.
especially reality TV. Like, I don't watch too many shows. I really don't have an answer to the question, but like the Selling Sunset, Tampa, and then they had a version with a predominantly black cast. I can't remember the location.
Okay.
And that only lasted a season. It was filled with more drama. People were like, oh, they were selling less houses than like on the original version and
Right.
stuff like it's by design to make us look like that.
And that's what I feel. I feel like it sends a message like black women don't get along, we're ratchet and we have to fight. And I pay attention to what those, because then I do think people take it to heart and act like that.
But how,
That's how it works.
How do you feel about a black woman executive producing those shows?
That's a really good question. Um, you know, I I think there's a pressure when it comes to music and when it comes to, film and TV, because you want to get your show sold, right? So like, I might have you all fight. No, I'm just kidding. I might have y'all go at it because that sells, right? But I think we need to stop always selling out. I think there has to be a stop somewhere. And it's okay if there's like a little bit, but because to me, every single show that has us, we're acting a daggone fool.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be that way. They teach you how to view us. It's just we're being taught through television.
I think people are being taught and taught what's acceptable. And I mean, they say that's what the music that's greenlit is like. It has to be ratchet drugs or what my poo poo do and all that kind of stuff. And I even know like social media. I tell people if I were twerking, I wouldn't but I'm always shadow banned because I'm talking with my woke self. Yeah. If I was twerking, drinking, acting a fool, talking about, let me tell you what that no good motherfucker ain't gonna do to me, I would be fine. But I'm suppressing every other media on every platform. I'm suppressed.
Right.
Yeah.
I do think there are some black women and black creators that do a great job of
Ava DuVernay with Queen Sugar.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I love that show. I was so mad when they didn't bring they do it so dirty, like they wouldn't bring it back. Like Issa showing the mediocrity
Issa, yes.
of black people living their lives,
and that
it was a great show.
We're awkward. Black people is not monolithic. Like we're nerds. We're all those things.
Right. And Quinta Brunson with Abbott Elementary, love that show.
Oh, Abbott Elementary, excellent. That's a good call out. I need to start watching that again.
I like Greenleaf.
Greenleaf, I've never seen it.
I started to watch that, but I didn't finish. It was long. I couldn't finish it, but yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay, so we had some hope out there.
We
had
do.
some hope. Well, thank you for sharing. I definitely want to hear from everyone out there. What's a TV show from the back in the day that you wish would come back, and what's a current show that you wish would get out of here?
Well, my choice wasn't back in the day, but
It's okay. It's cool. That's cool. See you next time, y'all. We're done.
I would have said the Jeffersons.
I love the Jeffersons.
To bring it back.
Yeah. No, with the original people. I don't want no new.
What you think about the Jeffersons? George used to call what's